I'm Ted Teddington, businessman and newly christened yacht owner. We're a family here at Teddington Enterprises, and being a family means that you take care of yourself. Everyone's got skin in the game here at Teddington, from our top sales executive to old Gus.
Sir, I just want to
Shit, it talks! It goes without saying that my employee benefits are important to me. That's why I hire a pharmacy benefit manager like Optum to handle our prescription medications. Ain't that right, Helen?
My inhaler is $400.
Shut up, Helen. You see, my PBM has helped me shift my benefit costs onto my employees, while I receive a fat rebate check that I don't have to share. All I have to do is expect my employees to pay a fortune for mail-order drugs that they may or may not receive. As a plus, Optum is owned by United Health, so this package includes the bare minimum health insurance coverage I'm. Yeah, my employees go without their medications and avoid the doctor's offices at all costs. What the hell do I care? I'm not paying for it. Yeah, Optum does it all. They even got me a great deal on my first yacht here. Only $600K for this baby. I don't know anything about yachts, but Optum has assured me that Kevin from accounting can handle it. Sir, boats. Yacht, Kevin! It's a yacht, not a boat! See? I know nothing about yachts, but a quick internet search has shown me that this craft is only worth $150K, is 20 years old, and needs a lot of repair work. Holy fiduciary malpractice! Kevin, call the support number! I've already been on hold with them for 2 hours trying to figure out how to start the engines, and anytime I actually a bad time to tell you, but you actually paid an extra 1.2. They've been price gouging you, sir. But the grass, Kevin! They applied my drug rebate to this boat! Where are the life jackets? There aren't any. You chose not to opt into the Safety Choice Plus network. Because it was... What do you mean AWP is made up? We are live. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
How are you all today?
Well, excellent. Wayne, to answer your question, you sign up for that great insurance by going to Optima.com and click on the...
Don't you dare, you dick.
How do I take it in the... From my
Nice.
insurance company?
Did you just bleep yourself saying ass?
I did.
But that was beautiful, Paul. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. So, what's the good word? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, guy. I have to go to NCPA this weekend, so it's like 2 live podcasts, like on location 2 weekends in a row. I made that last sketch for the last one I did, the New Jersey fundraiser event. That was really cool. But yeah, I'm about beat.
To answer, what was it? Chris Reese, Crown Royal on the rocks. And to quote Wimpy Van Wagner, my grandpa, R.I.P., it's mostly ice.
That was sweet. Yes, Chris, I knew you'd love that. It's It's good stuff. Chris, I am doing straight up JMO on the rocks, as I usually do.
I knew that death, taxes, and your health insurance gouging you for things you don't need or can't afford.
Yes,
4 things
exactly.
in life you can be guaranteed of. So, Jeremy, we finally got a look. We finally got a look at the Virginia Tech football team that we thought we would see 5 weeks ago. It took them 5 weeks to get here. This is how good it is, though. Like, look, this is how good it is, right? I am officially pissing and moaning about how long it took them to get here. So, we really, like, in the whole grand scheme of things, can we really be that mad about this? Like, it's looking good. It's looking good.
It is, and like I've said so many times before, it takes offenses a little while to really get going in the season. So I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
If we perform like that every week from here on out, we have an actual decent chance of winning out and doing something incredible with this season. And it just, we knew we'd be back on this hype train and the hope as soon as they started winning again. It's frustrating that we got to go through it, but you know what? Fuck. If we got that all the way, like out of the way, out of conference play, I'll take that every single time.
Wayne and Chris, you're exactly correct. The third quarter was a little bit abysmal. But you know what? Like, teams are going to score, right? Boston College is not a bad team. Georgia Tech is not a bad team. Florida State is a terrible team. F those guys. But the other teams that I mentioned before are not bad teams. They're going to go on scoring runs in most cases. Like, this is not – look, Virginia Tech is not, Oregon, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, right? Like, we're going to give up some points. The biggest thing is that – shout out. Look, I've been critical, right, Jeremy? I have been critical. I have maybe been the most critical person in the whole area in regards to the offensive coaching staff. They finally got it together. Let's just run the ball down people's throats. We've got the hogs to do it. We've got the dudes in the backfield to do it. Like, let's just, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to run it right here. We're going to play Vince Lombardi football, right? We're going to run it right here. You got to try to stop us. This is big boy man-on-man football, right? We're not going to surprise you. You're not going to see a whole lot of, shenanigans and tomfoolery. We're going right here. You stop us. If you do, great. Because you know what we're going to do? We're going right here again. And you got to stop us again. And out of 4 plays, we believe that we're going to get enough yards running the ball with our dudes that you aren't going to be able to stop us, and we're just going to march our way down the field. And eventually, we're going to go here again, and you're going to think we're going to go over here for whatever reason because we've only been going here the whole game. And Bayshall Tootin's going to rip off a big run. So, you know what? Here's the formula. Here's what we're going to do. Go ahead and try to stop us. I'm here for it.
Yeah. And Wayne, yes, 2 first-round NFL prospects between Bayshall and APR. That, I don't think that anything to argue about there. Nick Bell saying Georgia Tech plus 11. Nick, damn it.
Nick, so here's the deal. We need to get Nick on. Nick, I'm going to
we need to get Nick on. Nick's our handicapper.
I'm going to send Nick. Nick, I'm going to send you the link right now. You need to get on here. Hold on.
Jump on.
I just got to, hang on.
Chris says, I got 10 people coming in from Oregon for the Clemson game. They've never experienced anything outside of the Pac-10 tailgating game. They are in for an experience. That is one thing we always consistently do well is rage.
Yeah, that's for sure. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Copy. Okay, hold on.
Chris, on protect the stadium tees this week. Oh, because we're playing.
Oh yeah, because Georgia Tech.
That took me a second.
That is the most asinine, stupid shit on the planet. The people from Georgia Tech should be ashamed of themselves. Like, for those that don't know, they go around and they try to steal the Tech tee off of various parts of stadiums. Allegedly, they'll return it after the game. If you looked when it happened the last time Georgia Tech was here, I want to say it was like 5 years ago, they stole it. And Virginia Tech had to buy a new tee, and it was a different color, and it pissed me off for an entire month. So they had that going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun tradition. Honestly, I like little things like that.
Vandalism.
Vandalism. I mean, it's college sports. Vandalism is the least of what happens. Everyone, check it out. Nick has joined us.
Welcome, son of a bitch! God, I've seen better looking heads on a mug of beer. What the hell? This show has gone to shit.
No, man. Long time no see, Paul. What's up, Hookie Pharmacist from the Discord? Both these boys. Love to see it.
It's good seeing you,
Just
brother.
for the record, for those of you that aren't on Nick's Discord page getting gambling tips, I made, no joke, $50 this week. So betting 2s and 5s. I made $50 this week. So I actually took yesterday and today off. I haven't bet because I keep looking at my bankroll going, son of a bitch, it's never been this big. So
it's awesome because Nick
to like play the books and how to manage your bankroll and everything. And it's whenever you get a little overzealous because you're on a winning streak and end up scalping yourself, he teaches you a little better bankroll management and helps you get straight.
What's the motto, boys? What's the motto?
Trust the system.
Trust the system.
Positive vibes, trust the process, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. I will say though, every week, no matter what, on both college football, and actually in college football, it paid off for me this week. On college football and on the NFL, I will make one stupid parlay. I bet $1. That's it, $1. But I make in college football this past week, I want to say I put like 11 legs, and none of them were they were all like plus or minus like 500. You know what I mean? So like they were pretty much guarantees. I think I won like on my dollar, I won like $17 or something like that. It wasn't, but yeah. So I do trust the process, but at least twice a week I get stupid. So that's what I do.
I mean, you just get overzealous with that stuff, and sometimes you get those parlays in, and there's a reason that they handicap them the way that they do. It is, hey, the odds of you hitting every single one of them, even on quote unquote sure bets, are pretty shitty.
Yeah, that is true. Nick, what are you doing? Are you in a casino right now? Where the hell are you? You're sketchy as hell right there. You froze up on us.
Uh-oh. Did I freeze up? Can y'all hear me?
There you go.
You're
Well, we can hear you. You're just, that's the shittiest ass grin I've ever seen in my life. All right, now I think you're back now. Where are you right now? What are you doing?
Well, we had trivia tonight, and we were in between rounds, and I was like, well, I saw y'all were live, so I'm going to go hop on here, and I saw y'all was talking Tech football, so I just said Georgia Tech plus 11, and that's coming from a Tech fan. I'm telling you, Virginia Tech is due for negative regression eventually. They've been playing out their mind. They played great against Miami. They went out west, played great against Stanford. Old Dominion, they even covered on the road. I think they're going on 4 straight games that Virginia Tech has covered the spread. 11 points, in my opinion, is just too many for a team that relies on running the ball, if you know what I mean. And Georgia Tech, in my opinion, even though it is on the road for them, they should not be 11-point dogs. This is a big matchup for the ACC coming up. This is a huge matchup. 11 points is too many, in my opinion. But Tech's getting the value here because of how great they've been playing. And I think Vegas is finally respecting them. And, but look at Virginia Tech going back to week 1 against Vanderbilt. I was on Vanderbilt plus 13.5 because I really wasn't big on Tech. But you look at how Vanderbilt has played this year, and I don't think Tech was so bad to start the year. I just think Vanderbilt they're a pretty talented team this year. And then look at what Tech did to Miami and going out west. I don't care if it is Division I football. Going 3,000 miles to play a Division I football team and blowing them out by 30 points or whatever it was, that is a big achievement at the college level. I think Virginia Tech, legit, if they would have got by Vanderbilt this year, I think their whole season would have changed and they could have been probably a top 12 contender, if not top 2 in the ACC. But they kind of messed that up. And if they would have beat Miami, for sure. But Virginia Tech football, I think, is on the upward trend. I think Brent Pry's is the guy for the job. I think he's going to be there for the next 10 years. And I think Virginia Tech's going to be a bowl-eligible team. I think he's going to start a Beamer streak. And hopefully with this 12-team format, Tech will have an opportunity to showcase themselves in national primetime in that bracket. Virginia Tech has a lot of positive things going their way. And I just think it's impressive with all the NIL deals, the transfer portal, that Virginia Tech, a small town like Blacksburg, can keep up. I mean, you boys have to agree. That's very impressive. I mean, because if you're a D1 five-star recruit, Paul, where are you going to go? Are you going to go to Miami or are you going to go to Blacksburg? More than likely.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're probably going to pick Miami, but, I'm biased. I'll take Blacksburg. Give me the small towns, right? Like, you look at the cool college towns, right? Blacksburg, Ann Arbor, Tuscaloosa. Like, those ain't big cities, man. Those are like, you're talking about like college towns. Like I'm all about
it
that.
comes into money flow. Like Tech, we've at least got a decent money base. It's not the greatest in the world, but we've still got
Texas.
a program. No, we're not Texas. Yeah. We'll never be Texas. Yeah. That's just not how it works. But we've got enough there to where we can put good rosters together, and every once in a while it's going to click really well, and we can swing out. And every once in a while we might be able to catch lightning in a bottle and have a year like we did in 99. So we have to continue to try to stay where our baseline is competitive. And that now in this new day and age, it requires, NIL money, it requires money flowing, it requires money in the open, and it requires us to stay on our toes because the game's changing all the time, not only on the field, but off the field. And we have to stay on top of that because that's kind of what got us behind beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta adapt with the game. That's definitely for sure. But yeah, I mean, I can see going to Blacksburg because you're probably going to be the spotlight of the town. Like if you're the quarterback, the running back, everybody's going to know you. Maybe not so much. If you go to Miami, you're not going to really be that star. Right. But a local region like this, a big fan base like Virginia Tech, that's definitely. I think.
You aren't buying your drinks at Hokie House. You aren't buying your drinks at Hokie House Saturday after the game. Like you ain't paying for those. Somebody's buying those for you.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. I know you got to get back in for the next round of trivia. Tell the people if they want to make money, if they want to retire from their jobs and just do the whole professional gambling thing all the time, how do they get a hold of you? Where do they got to go? How do they get the inside skinny, the scoop, the lowdown?
Just find me on Facebook, Nick Bell, or my TikTok. TikTok's big. We're up to 15,000 followers on TikTok.
Nice.
We just had another lifetime member sign up today. I think we've had like 150 new members sign up and at least
that's awesome.
The trial, the 7-day trial. We've had like 150 new members try out the last 2 weeks. You love to see it. We're growing. And one thing about our community is there's no negativity. It's all positive. And we don't just send out plays. We teach the discipline aspect, which what many people lack when it comes to gambling. People lack, it's bad. It's just like when you go on a diet, and people cheat. You got to stick with the process, but it's simple as that. If you want to learn the process, just get in the Discord. I got off here because you boys got to get back to talking Virginia Tech football, but I appreciate y'all letting me
First, we have one question. Wayne wants to know the odds of seeing Paul's nuts tonight.
The odds,
yes, he wears shorts and loves that camera angle.
I'm going to say he doesn't. I don't think he's had enough drinks yet. So I'm going to say it's plus 10,000. He needs to drink a few more, and then maybe we can get those odds down a little bit in live bet. Live. I'm
wearing pants.
Get that bet in. Get that bet in.
He knows what he's talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Let me get my money out. I got my wallet right here. Live bet. $100 at plus 5,000 now on Paul to show his nuts. Live bet. I'm throwing a Benjamin on it. Hey boys, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna hop on again. Positive vibes, trust the process. We'll see you boys around.
I'll see you, Nick.
He's getting more ass than all of us combined. Nick, go have some fun, man. We'll talk to you later.
Get wild,
see you,
brother.
Buddy. I appreciate y'all. See you on the Discord.
Nick Bell. That's awesome, man. So fun story. Like I'll share the story about how I met Nick. His brother works in Christiansburg.
Chris Reese, Hokie High, Bear Dance Hemp. They got 9 new strains coming tomorrow, y'all. If you have trouble sleeping, get it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you didn't like it, get it.
There you go. So Nick's brother reached out to me. He goes, my brother is a gambling expert. You need to get him on the show. And I was like, that's one more segment I don't have to work. Absolutely. Let's bring this dude in. So it's been a lot of fun. Nick is a great dude. He really does. Like, no joke, people. I played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, $50. $50 up. So
man,
jump on it.
Last season he had me rolling. I was up $4,000. And then I got a little wild and I went back down to where my bankroll started. And he got me to where I got back up again. And then I made the same mistakes. But Nick will talk you through it. He'll get you there.
He's like a therapist. Okay,
he is. He's like, Jeremy, you're getting too overzealous on these plays.
That's fair. So that brings me, Jeremy, to our newest feature of the show. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Okay, this is fantastic. All right, so this is our Blue Chew Rock Hard Player of the Week. Bashaw Tootin', ladies and gentlemen. Blue Chew Rock Hard Player of the Week for the Virginia Tech Hokies. Bashaw Tootin' rocking out there.
Blue Chew, that should be the Rock Hard Player of the Week for Count's Family Pharmacy.
It's like
where you can get a year's supply of Viagra for $150.
That's okay. Count's Family Rock Hard Player of the Week.
I'm changing it right now. I'm changing it right now.
266 yards. Bashaw with this just giant rock hard man member running through the Boston College defense. Nobody wanted to tackle him because they were afraid they were going to grab onto that thing and be all embarrassed because it's like 3 times the size of theirs. Bashaw Tootin', ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that was graphic.
Rock Hard Player of the Week.
Excellent. All right, I like the new Rock Hard Player of the Week.
The Rock
Pharmacy.
I told Jeremy before the show, I said, I got something special for you. He's like, oh, Jesus. Do I need to make a banner? I said, not till I do it. I want to just spring it on you.
Well,
that's it.
I like that one.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming. Have a great night.
That's better than you can't spell ACC without flaccid. I'll take that. I like Rock Hard Player of the Week. And it's coming off a Hokie high, so that makes sense.
That is exactly it. Igor's
so we talk about all the Sprite points, or we do the Rock Hard one first. That makes sense. That's a good flow of a show, Paul.
See? That's what I'm saying. We're professional here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we get it.
Wayne wants that 1 pill year supply. Well, Wayne, I don't know what to tell you, man. You need to be nicer to Mrs. Wayne. That's the problem. She's a saint.
Wayne is a very mean man.
That is true. That is very true.
We saw Wayne out, and it was full on. Like, he yelled at the waitress, and it made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No, Wayne's great. Yeah. One of my favorites.
He said, "You know who I am? I'm Wayne from Ohio." And she was like, "Okay."
One of my favorite things to do is just randomly, like, drop a Jay Tucker is mean to old people drop. I guess it's the most insane thing ever. Jay Tucker, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest people you could ever have. Speaking of great people, really Dave Phillips. Part of the Jeremy's charms when he gets overzealous, and you're right.
Oh, you are. That is very true, Dave. That is very true. Yes.
Jeremy's blessing. Yeah, that was horribly misspelled, Jeremy, but I'll take it, Chris.
That's bad. That's bad. Let's see. All right. Oh no, the cursing. So the lack of cursing last week is done. We're done with that fucking shit till we bring Evan back on once women's basketball season.
That was a one-time deal. Evan also knows if he randomly drops in one of our episodes, which we encourage, it's not going to be PG rated in any way.
Right. Yeah. So Evan's got to be careful with that. We would not do the Rock Hard Player of the Week if Evan was here.
No. Out of respect.
But don't I have my doctor to get that? Like, I can't just roll in there and be like, Jeremy, I got a hundo.
Give me I mean, you got to have a prescription. But if you get your prescription, your doc's office, I'll talk to them.
This is where our healthcare system is screwed up. Like,
you know what kind of trouble am I going to get into do you know how dangerous Viagra is? If you mix it with the real stuff, you're dead. It's wildly dangerous. It's more dangerous than most drugs out there. No, you absolutely need to go get a prescription. There's a reason it's a prescription medication.
So if I ask for prescription counseling for Viagra, you'll actually tell me what I'm supposed to do instead of just yelling at me to take my fucking pills and throwing them at me like you normally do?
Paul, if you eat like a grapefruit while you're, especially if you eat a couple of grapefruits while you're on.
Who's going to eat a couple of grapefruits while you have a boner?
Why you have it's not the boner, it's the fact that the grapefruit messes up your enzymes and you have a buildup of fucking Viagra in your system and it causes your cardiovascular system to go wild and you fucking die.
Who like I have so many questions. Oh my God. Okay. Who's taking that many Viagra? One. And two,
it's not taking that many. One can do that. One can do that with the grapefruits, Paul.
If you're that unhealthy, you probably shouldn't be getting a boner anyway.
What? That's not how that works. That can happen to even the most healthy person. You know what? No, we're not doing this. We're moving on to Blacksburg Vibe Check. Sponsored by Quest Floor Care. Paul, I can tell you the vibe around Blacksburg right now is very positive after that last win.
Yeah.
It looked like, that third quarter was rough, but it looked like a true shit kicking.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, right?
Kicking I want. Because fuck Matt Ryan and fuck Boston College. That's the shit kicking I wanted to see.
Let's see here. Doug Erickson, nobody cares. Fuck you. I think the vibe should be, right? Like, I mean, the Virginia Tech comes off a bye, plays on a Thursday night. Thursday nights in Blacksburg, we know. Thursday night in Blacksburg just hits differently, right? Like, there is nothing in college football like a Thursday night in Blacksburg. Like, you can come at me with anything you want, and I will fight you in the parking lot of Counts.
But what about that lame-ass Penn State wideout? Everyone loves that bullshit.
No, Thursday night in Blacksburg
it's lame.
Differently.
Thursday in Blacksburg.
I mean, it's fine, right? Like on a Saturday night, like, again, Happy Valley, like, what is there to do? You're in the middle of nowhere. You throw on some light, you jump around, you scream. Michigan comes into town, kicks your ass, and now you're all pissed or something like that, right? So, but yeah, like the Thursday night. What was the stat? Virginia Tech has the most wins in college football history on Thursday night. Did I see that somewhere?
Yes. And don't take a look at the win percentage because we've played a lot of Thursday night games. But we do have the most wins on Thursday night.
And that's like win percentages for people that want to do math.
That sounds like math shit. I'll leave that to the data nerds, not old Jeremy.
That's right. Not nerds
not
like
old Jeremy.
Well, Clark. So Clark says the third quarter vibe was WTF, and he's right. Like, it was. It's funny because Virginia Tech was playing the same night that the Mets were playing. So my fiance Bridget is a huge Mets fan. She was watching the Mets on TV. I had the Virginia Tech game on my phone, and I was watching it just sitting on the couch. And shortly after halftime, I was kind of like, this game is a rout, right? Like, so I turned the game off. And then all of a sudden, like, my Twitter starts blowing up and it's group chats. And they're like, what the hell's going on? We're going to blow this game. And I'm going, what the fuck is happening? So I brought the game back on. I'm like, oh, shit. So I missed all of the bad stuff. So, like, my whole perspective of this entire game is all just positive because I didn't see any of the shit that took place between, like, the kickoff of the third quarter and, like, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. So
see, I had a similar experience because we were kicking the shit out of them, and I went to go pack real quick at halftime. I was flying into LaGuardia the next day to go do my show in New Jersey, and which, by the way, just fly straight into Newark. Don't get an Uber from LaGuardia over to
God, no,
East
that's
Rutherford.
a bad idea.
It was terrible.
What did that cost?
I mean, the guy was awesome. It cost me it was $160. Yeah, so live and learn. But yeah, I had to get all that together, and then I ran into some major issues on packing, and then it went into the third quarter a little bit, and I was like, okay, we're doing this. I'm doing this. And he was like, Jeremy, you need to come back down there. They did bad when you left. And she knows that that's going to get me because I'm not a superstitious man unless it's sports. Like, I once made Emily not sit down at champs. Like, she had to stand the whole time because when she got up, we scored a touchdown. Like, I'm weird like that when it comes to sports.
I'm the same way.
But
I will wear the same pants and shirt for every game if I think it makes a difference. I know.
Yes.
I hear you.
So yeah. So she was like, you got to come. And then I come back and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Jesus Christ. Like, it was, we were murdering them all of a sudden. They're driving to try to tie it. And then, yeah, we turn it all around with that turnover now. I mean, you're welcome, Hokie Nation. I take full credit.
Wayne says 25 wins out of 37. That's 670. That's 676 win percentage. Look, if you were a Major League Baseball player and you were hitting 676, it's all about perspective, ladies and gentlemen. If you were a Major League Baseball player and you were hitting 676, people would be talking about you like you were the next coming of Christ in baseball. So 25 out of 37 is fine. I'm cool with that. It's no big deal. And Dave, you're right. If it works, it's not weird. It absolutely is correct. And if you think that it works, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks.
No, does not at all.
100%.
So, Paul,
100%.
Shining examples. What was the thing that shone to you as much? And honestly, it could be a bad thing that shines. It could shine as a very sharp, jagged object.
No, so for me, it's a good thing. Antoine Paul Ryland, dude, okay, so from day one, like if you go back to the first show we did here during the football season, right? Like we constantly hammered on the defense is doing its job. The defense is doing its job. The defense is doing its job. The offense needs to catch up. Like that was the conversation for the first 4 weeks of this show during the football season. That was the conversation of every single show, right? Now the defense continues to do its job, and it's starting to show up in the stat line to the point where people are looking at it. And I don't remember if it was Wayne or if it was Chris, who it was in the chat that said potentially 2 first-round picks in Tootin and Powell Ryland. Like, you are absolutely correct. Like, that dude right now and that defense, like, so the defense is playing well as a whole. Antoine Paul Ryland is, like, he's playing next level shit. But, like, because the rest of the defense is playing so well, his next level shit is actually bumped up, like, maybe 2 more levels. So, like, I'm 100% down. Like, that defense, those dudes, those 11 guys, yeah, man, shining.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I'm going to say our fans absolutely deserve APR. That's the kind of
for sure, 100%
Aerodome deserves, because we bring it every single time, even when our stupid stadium is pumping in way too much music and we don't give anyone enough time to get hyped before a play. But it's
you're still hammered on that, aren't you?
I know it just bothers me. Just let Bailey do his thing, and then when we come back, if it's even close to time, just let it be quiet for 2 seconds. Those kids that already left in the north end zone, they're going to get fucking wild somewhere else. They don't need. You're not going to keep them there. Who the fuck cares? So just let everyone that's there just like focus on getting fucking loud. That's what we should do.
I get angry old guy about that. You know that's a pet peeve of mine. I don't understand when that became part of the culture. And I know, like, people are going to come at me, well, my group doesn't do it. I understand that. But, like, if you put, let's just say 10,000. If you put 10,000 students in Lane Stadium and 6,000 of them leave at halftime, it looks bad. Like, I understand that there are still 4,000 students there and your group is there. Stop playing.
Igor. How are you, Igor?
Igor's over here just having a good time. He's doing his own thing. Like, that looks bad. Like that, especially on a Thursday night national TV. Okay, I did it on a Saturday if it's a noon kickoff or even a 3:00 kickoff. Like, you've been going with the tailgate. You got the jug of jungle juice, whatever happens to be going on. You're carrying around
the Borgs now, Paul. They got the Borgs.
The what?
The
what
Borgs. They're awesome. The Borgs.
Borgs. Is that what they're calling it? Yeah. See, I'm old. Yeah. It's jungle juice.
Yeah. No. The Borgs. It's pretty much like Mio mixed in with vodka and water. It keeps them hydrated as shit. It's the same idea behind me putting my whiskey on the rocks, where it keeps me just enough hydrated to not kill me the next day.
Cheers.
But it's a great idea. Like, the kids, they've got this figured out. The kids are smarter every single year.
What would I have done? My group would have been smoking cigarettes, dipping Kodiak, drinking Bush Light, Bush lattes, dipping Kodiak. Those of us that dipped Kodiak, guilty, and then the other one smoking the darts. We would have been drinking some Bush lattes out there.
You want a dart?
Yeah, that's it. So, you're right.
Canadians.
They're evolving. Oh, yeah, you got to have a dart. Maybe get some Molson, get a 2-4, get pissed up at camp with Marnie. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No,
100%.
The dart reference. Thank you, Letterkenny, for really introducing that. I thank you, Letterkenny, in general, for introducing me to so many like random things that Paul just brings up because he is from basically from being as north in Michigan as he is. He's basically from Canada.
I can hit a golf ball across the border.
It's eggnog season.
Oh, see, now that's something that might be next week's show, depending on how the Hokies play on Saturday. Drinks that you just can't do. I don't know if eggnog is one of those
delicious,
drinks.
Paul.
How
do you not like it?
It's not that I don't like it. Just like one is okay, but after that.
Oh, you can't get trashed on eggnog. You can have a few eggnogs. If you get trashed on eggnog, your next day is going to be terrible.
Well,
people don't know how to alcohol. People don't know how to alcohol right. It's really frustrating.
I mean, it's possible. I don't hate eggnog. I'm not hating on eggnog. I think Igor maybe is a little bit drunk. That might be the problem here. But yeah, I just one. I can't even say one or two. I keep wanting to say one or two, but I can't even say two, Jeremy. Like one eggnog and I'm done. I can't, and I don't know that I. Yeah.
Have you ever just got bombed on straight Jaeger for a night?
No, because I can't do the licorice flavor.
Yeah, well, it's not great. It's the same with eggnog. You get that much sweet shit in your stomach, it's going to ruin your day. There was one time what did he say?
Only Paul would want to get hit. I don't. Like, that's the thing. I don't want to. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no, it's a bad idea.
No, there was one time I was up with fraternity brothers just getting wild. And we got this broad idea where we were going to just mix Jaeger with coffee. And that's how we were going to stay up all night. And so we started mixing Jaeger with coffee. And don't get me wrong, it didn't taste bad. We added the cream. We did all this. It was just like, man, this is a great drink. Why aren't people drinking this enough? I'll fucking tell you why. That next day
I'm here.
Was the worst goddamn hangover I've ever experienced in my life. I was gut-wrenching, like dry heaving all day. I will never forget that. Do not, for God's sake, mix Jaeger with coffee and then on top of it add cream.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can see that would curdle in your stomach. That would
what's weird?
Curdle in your stomach.
James Hetfield, actually, before every show, he drinks Jaeger and milk. Well, he used to. He doesn't anymore because of, the abuse problem.
Right.
Yeah, but he would drink Jaeger and milk. Jaeger and milk. It's
See,
actually delicious.
Yeah.
I've had Jaeger and milk before because I saw that's what he drinks. And it is delicious, but God, you talk about tearing you the fuck up. Jaeger and milk will do that.
So speaking of Metallica, I'm very excited about this. You still have a ticket for me, right?
Yes. I've not even sold my big old good ticket that I managed to snag. I got.
All right. I want to sit in the foursome. So fun fact, that show is the 7th of May, right?
I think so. I've got to double check that.
Yeah.
I got a ticket for me, you, Emily, and Dad.
Oh, your dad's going? Now your
dad's
real
going,
dad or Scott Stapp? Scott Stapp or your real
You
dad?
stupid dick. I will slap you across your face. Especially when we're talking about real music.
I'm going to get that picture printed out. I want your dad to autograph that picture for me. Wayne in Ohio, I love you. Some of the stuff that you've done for me over the years has been fantastic.
I know, Wayne. You have been just fantastic to know and interact with. Thank you, Wayne.
So we're going to Metallica on the 7th. May 10th is my birthday. Bridget just bought me tickets. We're going to Charlotte on May 10th to see Billy Joel and Sting. So, like, the week of my birthday, I am going to be the most non-productive, possibly, like, drunken, hungover, comatose individual. Like, I literally am going to probably stay at your house. Just so you know, tell Emily, I know you're watching. Get the guest room ready for me the 7th. I'm probably staying at your place.
You're going to bunk with Dad. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh.
Now, honestly,
I could stay at Jay Tucker's.
Dad's super old man. He'll probably drive back that night. Like, he's just all right, I got to get back to do all this stuff. And I'm like, Dad, it's late as hell. Like, Dad will drive all over the place. And it's not really super old man. It's really the opposite. Dad is ridiculous when it comes to sleep and driving. I mean, that's where I get a lot of it from. Sleeps for mortals.
Marty says I'll be bunking with him. That's fine, Marty. I'll bunk with you. There we go.
That's right. Marty's in with us.
I got a year's supply of Viagra from Count's Family Pharmacy. Look out. Be careful what you ask for, Marty. I might be the rock hard player of the game.
That's right. Marty's got my 5th ticket. We're good. Thank you, Marty, for reminding me.
Yeah, so then so the 7th I'll be at Metallica. The 8th I will recover. The 9th I might actually have to work one day that week. And then we're going to drive down on my birthday for not Elton John, Billy Joel and Sting. And then, oh God. And my birthday's on a Saturday. So
yeah, that's going to be a good time.
I might have to get my stomach.
What does Sting do during his show? Is it just his solo stuff or is Police too?
So here's the thing. Like, I'm going for Billy Joel. I don't know. Like
I'd go for Billy Joel.
Sting and Police guy. Like, I know some of the songs and it'll be fine, but like I'm strictly there. I'm strictly there for Billy Joel.
Love Billy Joel.
Big Piano Man fan.
I agree with you. I like Billy Joel a lot. I like Billy Joel. I think Elton John is probably one of the best musicians ever. I think they're going to look back and they're going to be like, that was like their fucking Mozart. They didn't realize it in the time.
Yeah.
Like Claudio.
Fun fact.
Claudio Sanchez. Claudio Sanchez from fucking Coheed and Cambria. They will look back on him and be like, they didn't know what they fucking had. Coheed and Cambria's greatest band to ever grace this planet. But that's just old Jeremy talking.
That's fair. Elton John is one of my what is it? It's like Deep Dark Secrets, right? Like I'm a huge Elton John fan. Love me some Elton John. Chris, the difference is there's concerts in the middle. Like that's the difference between a normal day of Paul's life and what I'm doing leading up to my birthday is the live concerts. So
yeah, you and Marnie get to snuggle.
That's fair. But Marnie, I'm taking one of those generic Viagra from Count's Pharmacy. So look out.
It's going to be great.
The bike's not the only thing you're riding, Marnie.
Yeah. No, you got to understand, Marnie's coming from Arkansas. Marnie works for Walmart home office. So he's going to be riding his bike all the way up. Yeah. Like
Marnie, we got to talk about
Marnie talks to like millionaires and billionaires every single day. It's insane.
We got to talk to you about the fact that every time I walk into Walmart, it's either like 900 degrees in there or minus 900 degrees. Like y'all got to, and I know that Bentonville, Arkansas is where they control the temperature from, Marnie. We need to talk about that. And Chris, I will fight you in the parking lot of the Bears Den. The band is greater than Billy. Oh my God. Chris, I'm in Blacksburg tomorrow. I will be in your parking lot at 3:00. We will fight.
Honestly, I'm not going to say anything. I don't know enough about the band, and I'm not listening to them enough to actually have an opinion on it.
One song. They have one song.
I don't know. Hey, I'm going to have to check them out. If Chris is recommending them, I'm going to assume they're at least semi-decent.
Oh,
Pete B, best Billy Joel deep cut.
Oh, what is the name of it? Oh my God, Bridget's gonna slap the living hell out of me. Hold on.
I mean, I hope she does. You deserve it.
I can't remember the name
Not
of the song.
Not for this, just for a lot of other things.
Oh, for
JJ. Yeah. JJ's on the TikTok right now. What's up, JJ?
Hold on. Oh, that's not what I want. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. Vienna. Best right. Billy Joel deep cut, Vienna. I couldn't remember the name of the song.
I mean, Marty, they like to keep it like the Dallas Cowboys, the tip piece in the 90s. Marty is originally from Texas, and he hates the Cowboys.
All right.
He loves the Niners.
Chris, I don't even know what Atlantic City. Like Atlantic City is a town in New Jersey. I don't even know what that is. The band. Chris. Unfortunately for Chris tonight, Chris has officially lost all credibility on this podcast, just simply by saying that the band is better than Billy Joel. Like I can't, Chris. I officially cannot take you serious.
Honestly, I'm gonna trust his opinion over yours at this point, Paul, because you made me listen to Nickelback and fucking Creed as your intro music into your segments on the radio show for fucking years.
No,
play me the entire time how great they are.
I should play Nickelback and Creed because it drives you mad. So that's what I did.
And
Emily and I are in cahoots.
Emily actually just logged into our TikTok to say hello. Emily and Aisha. Thanks, Emily and Aisha. Hello.
Thank you.
How are you all?
The wait.
I don't know it. I don't know 2,000 years, Pete.
Yeah.
Welcome to the sports analysis, everyone. We got sidetracked on music, and I will do this.
No, that's fine. That's fine. This is what the show is. Like, it's not like we talked about the Hokies. I gave you the rock hard player of the game.
There's a billion other shows for that.
We're really. You want insight? Log in. See what Chris Coleman's got to say. Chris Coleman's got insight.
Exactly.
You're here for this shit.
We actually made this. Aisha just said on TikTok, Emily is always right. That is false.
No, that is true. Emily is a national treasure. She is misunderstood. She is a national treasure. She is an amazing human being, and Jeremy is lucky to have her. Cheers, Emily.
I agree. I'm lucky to have her, but all those other things, as far as
are true.
Yes, are very true.
Chris, I was a DJ also, and no, I don't even. What are you even DJ? Look, the band had one good song. It's The Wait. That's the only good song.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still a musician at that point.
Well, that's fine.
Is it DJ
that's like saying that Dave Matthews
yes.
That's like saying Dave Matthews is great. Like Dave Matthews made
How
like
would you
3
not
good
say
songs.
Dave Matthews is 3 good songs.
Well, first of all,
Dave Matthews made
3 decent songs is all that Dave Matthews has ever made. And Ants Marching is an anthem. I will say that. The rest of it is all just look. It's Dave Matthews makes music for music nerds. That's what Dave Matthews makes.
I'm a music nerd.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just telling you that that's what it is. Like the masses, give or take, Dave. Plus, he's from Charlottesville. Fuck you, Dave Matthews.
He's from South Africa. He just lived in Charlottesville as a bartender and happened to be a really good musician.
Let's see. Where are we here?
Thank you, Marnie. Thank you.
What, Dave Ants Marching? Yeah, no, like I'm all about Ants Marching. Like it's a great song.
It's a great
one
song.
Of the 3 that they made.
Dave's best music is not the music that people hears though. Like he's got really good deep tracks.
Deep tracks.
You don't even know.
No, deep tracks are. No, you're right. I don't because why would I listen?
All I'm gonna say is you're like I will be in a car with you.
Give me top 40. Where's the top 40?
You will be like Jeremy. I need to show you this music that's so good. You'll pay me play like fucking Morgan Wallen or some bullshit.
Oh, Morgan Wallen.
And it's like I was showing him like Drive-By Truckers and fucking Gold, real fucking music. And he's like Morgan Wallen. Fucking bullshit.
Have you heard Upchurch yet? Have you got Upchurch?
What the fuck's Upchurch?
Oh, are you serious? Oh my god. Okay, so Bridget's nephew Noah turned me on to Upchurch. Upchurch, you gotta you can't listen to it at the pharmacy. You cannot listen to it at the pharmacy.
Well, that is immediately an okay. I will
do yourselves a favor. Seriously, get on your Spotify right now, find Upchurch, and just listen to it. It is redneck country rap. Oh my god. Oh, it's fantastic. It is the greatest
I think
thing.
You have shown me that. Now that I think about it.
Is oh my god. Like y'all have to in all seriousness.
I'm just gonna say something, and people are. This is a little controversial. Well,
Go ahead.
This show, straight up, I said there's a million tech podcasts. This is going to be about life in Blacksburg and just us hanging out. We did this to have fun. And I'm glad that we're doing well, and so many of y'all are having fun with us.
Indeed.
But it's not all hokey sports, and it never will be. But I'm going to say something a little controversial right now.
All right.
I think Tyler Childers is one of the best country artists to come out in years. I think Nose to the Grindstone is excellent. I think everything off of his first album is incredible. I think he has really shit the bed the last couple of albums because he went for something that is not outlaw country or really us. And I don't know what's going on with him, but I love Tyler Childers. I love his message. I love a lot of his music, but God, some of his recent songs, it's been like, he did like an entire like gospel fucking album. And it's like, why are we doing this? Why the fuck are we doing this? You just gotta
do something that speaks to you, right? Like,
yes, give me songs about fucking people killing themselves and doing coke and like getting washed out. Give me those songs, because those songs, Tyler Childers, in case anyone didn't know, he is from like my area originally. He's from 40 minutes from me. Like, I know a lot of the same people. Like, he would come out to like parties we were at and play guitar back in the day and that sort of thing. I didn't know who he was. People just told me, oh, you know that guy back in the day, that was Tyler Childers. I don't fucking know. I didn't know. But I know a lot of the same people, and I mean, he's just one of those people that like gets it, and he creates music that is excellent and actually speaks to the soul of where I'm from, back in the middle of nowhere where there's no real prospects and there's no real hope in a lot of ways. And it's incredible. But what he's done lately has just been not all that good, because he went more the, I don't know what kind of route I'd call it, but it's not as good. And I need him to make good music again.
I feel like sometimes these artists, like, especially the ones that have gotten big, right? Like, Tyler Childers is a big name, in my opinion. Tyler Childers is a big name. Like, sometimes they just kind of go, you know what? There's this special project that I want to do, and I know I'm not going to sell a whole lot of albums from it, and people are going to criticize me for it.
He did it for like 2 albums.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you just got to do that, right? Like, I mean, look, there are people that will tell you that there is a segment of Metallica's career where they sold out and did that shit, right? Like, so, I mean, look, like
a segment. They went through quite a segment of that, Paul. But the thing is Metallica recognized the fact that they could only play thrash metal for so long, and they reinvented themselves, and that was good for them.
Yeah. So Chris asked if he's Kid Rock 2.0. No, it's different. It's different, Chris. Like, seriously.
No.
Check it out. Upchurch. No. It's Spotify. You can find him. You can find him on any, like, just like while you're driving to and from work, or if you're like me and you spend a lot of time in the truck, it's a good time. You just throw it on there, and at some point you're just going to be like, this is actually kind of cool.
Paul has terrible taste in music, Chris. Don't listen to him. Your friends from Oregon already know. Are they pharmacists? That's the only way I'd know if they knew.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm curious. I'm curious about that. I mean,
I'm actually,
maybe they're pharmacy groupies. Is that a thing? Like in hockey, we have fuck buddies. Are there pharmacy?
No, you gotta understand.
Like a pharmacy groupie?
I'm famous,
a pharma bunny.
I'm pharmacy famous.
Yeah,
and being pharmacy famous is being like Giles County famous. It's not like being real famous, but in like certain circles, like I'm like known. So it's weird.
Yeah. You're a big deal.
No, just weird. So it's weird that the Oregon people know me, but pretty awesome.
All right.
I'm glad they know me. Yeah. Oh, look, Marnie. Pharmacy famous. Thank you, Marnie. Yes.
FARMACYPHAMOUS for those that are listening after the fact. I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Thank you for that, Marnie. But yeah.
When did the Hokies play on Saturday?
We play at noon, which fucking sucks for me because I go to the NCPA thing for pharmacy, and our Saturday is scheduled as a work day. And so our Saturday leading up to, like, our big thing is we've got the big cocktail party, Pharmacists United for Truth and Transparency. We got the giant cocktail party in Columbus at the Sky Bar. it's at the Sky Party, or the Sky Bar on Sunday night. And that's right after I do my live cast from the event floor. But Saturday, we've set aside all this time to do like our next year planning. Well, they set the time aside as 12 to 4. And we play at noon.
No.
And I was just like, I tested the waters. I was like, all right, so just so y'all know, I've got this ball game. And it's okay. Like, I can turn the volume down, but I'm going to have it going on while we're doing, like, the schedule. And they were like,
right.
During our entire year planning event?
Yeah. I'm sorry, people. This is more important.
Yeah. Like, it's going to be on. It's fine. I can do two things. Like, it's football. There's time in between. I'm at least, true. Like, it's one of those things where I've got to at least keep up with it. Otherwise, I'm not going to be worth a shit during any kind of planning.
Okay, that's fair.
No.
So what we've learned today, Bayshall Tootin, rock hard. Hokie offense, rolling right now. Defense, always been rolling.
Shout out to Wendy.
Famous.
Wendy, head pharmacy tech at Dad's Pharmacy.
Oh.
Love you, Wendy.
Is she on? I don't get to see like
she's on TikTok. Yeah,
I was gonna say I don't get to see the TikTok stuff. So yeah. All right. So is she the Griff of your dad's pharmacy?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Better pharmacy tech, Griff or Wendy?
Wendy, 5,000%. I love you, Griff.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I get a kick. So here's a fun fact for everyone. For like the better part of 2 years, every time I would walk in the pharmacy. So you walk in the pharmacy, you walk into Count's Family Pharmacy, and if you catch them at the right time of the day, usually in the afternoon, Griff will be sitting at the cash register, and he'll just be playing on his phone, which is cool. I get it. No big deal. Ain't no thing. Jeremy's over in his little corner doing like pharmacy podcast stuff and creating video and content. The prescriptions are all filled. They're just waiting for people to come pick them up. For the longest time, Griff would set his phone down when I came in and he would stand up. Like he was actually going to pay attention to me as a customer, right? And finally I was like, Griff, just stop. Like you're not fooling anyone. Just stay there. No. You're fine. Now he doesn't even look up. He's like.
That's one thing that I actually tell him is it's like, Griff is a really good worker, and he comes out and like he comes in and he grinds and he gets everything done. And that's my reward for him is we do a lot of perspective things in the morning where we look ahead and see what we need to do during the day. So we get so much done within the first like 4 hours of the day because it's just us like going in and grinding. And then that's my thing. I'm like, Griff, get all your stuff done during the day. Get in here, do this, and then keep up with things that pop up. And I don't give a fuck what you do. Like, sit there, read books, do anything, make yourself better, become a better person for expanding your mind. Do that kind of thing. And I encourage that with Griff, and it has actually worked out really, really well because Griff, he does it. Whenever something pops up, he immediately does it. He goes to it because he knows good and well. I'm very happy that he does that. And he does everything in the mornings to get it done. And I don't believe in giving people busy work just to make them do shit. If you get it done,
you got time to lead, you got time to clean.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That is complete bullshit. Treat people the same that you would want to be treated. If you do some great work and you manage to like scrape out some free time during the day, please read your novel. And in Griff's case, read your comic book. Like read the things that you want. Do what you want to do.
They're called graphic. They're called graphic erotica novels, and they feature Tim Thomas.
Oh yeah, I actually, I really need to draw one.
Chris,
a scene.
Chris, I do not want to correct you. You and I have been battling today, but there is no S in Lego. It is Lego blocks. It is not Legos. That is if you run into real Lego people, they will crucify you for calling them Legos.
I actually hate the quote unquote real Lego people, and I'm someone who's built a lot of Legos. And I will call them Legos. And I won't call them Lego blocks because the people who do that are fucking nerds. And stop fucking doing that. Be inclusive. You're pushing people out when you're just like, no. They're Lego blocks. They're not Legos. You stupid.
There's no S.
And how would
There's
you
no
know?
S. Look at the sign in your window. There's no S. It's not Legos.
No, that's the company's name is Lego.
Yeah.
Legos, though.
Lego blocks.
If you see a block, a block on the floor and you step on it, you go, I stepped on a Lego, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes it a Lego. What happens when there's multiples of them?
Well, hopefully you would see
the Legos. You're just talking colloquialism versus actual definitions, and that's bullshit. And I won't have it, Paul. I won't have it.
That's fair. Chris, I apologize. I apologize to you and the rest of the illiterates that call them Legos. It's fine.
Sorry, Lord Master Paul, Chris says. And Marty says,
Chris
Lego people are great. How are they Great Danes? Oh, because they're Danish. God damn it, Marty. How'd you get me to fucking read that? Sometimes they're just stupid enough and weird enough for me to read. It's terrible.
Marty and so is Marty really going to the concert with us?
Yes.
I might not actually even pay attention to the concert. I might just hang with Marty all night. I am super excited.
Oh, you all are going to have fun. I'm actually excited for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Marty, if you don't know, Paul is pretty much like us and our core group from high school. I'm we have this group of friends, which most people don't have, where it's like me and Marnie and Blake and Drew and the four of us. I mean, we've stayed super tight throughout our entire lives. And it's like, I understand most people don't have that. And it's weird to me when people don't have that. So
I don't have that.
Excited.
I don't have that.
That's weird to me because
and Bridget does. Bridget's core group of friends, they're all coming. So I'm actually going to the Martinsville NASCAR race on November the 3rd because two of Bridget's core group of friends are huge NASCAR fans and they're coming here. We're going to the race. I'm actually super excited for this. I don't have that. All of the people in my high school, it's deuces. I'm out of here.
Really?
There's more to the world than Alpena, Michigan.
Well, we also were smart people raised in the middle of nowhere. And and I understand a lot of years in
Chris Arnold. We'll see you there.
Area, you wouldn't have had that.
Chris, I'm in section A, row 10. Come see me.
See, you are actually like us, if that makes sense, as far as our humor and everything else. So it's weird to me that you didn't have that as far as high school friends that were that close.
I have one friend from high school, from grade school, middle school that I still kind of stay in contact with. Probably once every 2 or 3 years we'll talk. That's it.
But you're not from a large
Bridget. Yeah, no, not really. 16,000 people. It's not.
Oh, well, that's way larger than where I'm from.
Well, I understand
we pretty much
that.
had each other in every class and everything and had everything all going through. Yeah, that makes. So I get
Chris
that.
Chris says Martinsville is fun. NASCAR used to be more fun when you could bring your own alcohol. You can now, Chris. I actually found out that. So I did a little bit of research. You can bring your own cooler in. You just can't have glass and you can't have hard liquor in glass. But apparently if you take the hard liquor and pour it into a Gatorade bottle and stick it in the cooler, they'll let it go. Fun fact. At least at Martinsville. I don't know about the rest of the world.
They'll let it go, he says.
Don't let it go. So apparently they have.
You get a lot of people in trouble.
So here's the rule: the cooler has to be soft. The alcohol in there has to either be in plastic or in cans. You can't have glass. Outside of that, from my understanding, it's a free for all. So we're going to
everyone to check the posted rules of the Martinsville Raceway before they do anything that Paul just said.
Chris Arnold. Pull Chris Arnold's. Yep.
It works too at Charlotte.
Yeah, and the one before that. My research is
Paul's
true.
research is true.
The last thing I want to do is when we have friends come down from New Jersey to do something like this is to give them bad information. So I went to the source, Garrison Brown, owner of Southern Roofing and Restoration. And he told me He told me the rules. We're going to abide by them. 2 backpack coolers. I don't know how I'm getting home. I'm not working on Monday. I can tell you that.
See, my entire thing is like, I'm from like the Bristol area.
Yes.
Like my home is originally from like an hour from Bristol. So I'm used to like people buying tickets and getting so shit-faced wasted they never actually make it to the race. I actually regret the one time I actually got to the racetrack. Well,
really?
Both times. The one time I actually watched a race and then watching us shit the bed against Tennessee because we were beating the shit out of them and then had like, 5 turnovers? It was awful.
Yeah. That was my first ever Hokie game, by the way.
Yes, it was actually really good for a while until we turned the ball over forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
My grandfather. Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Chris, say it again.
I used to go to a lot of NASCAR races. My grandfather is a Speedway member of Daytona. Last race I went to was Bristol. Awesome. Chris, you know the Bristol environment, which is similar to Blacksburg in some ways on a game day. It's like if you took Lane Stadium and you took everyone on Center Street and just imagine they're all coming from a trailer park. That is Bristol Speedway.
All right.
Chris Arnold has done Jello shots and fireballs at Martinsville. I hope you have, sir.
Now, so here's my question for those of you that are NASCAR fans, and oh my God, we've gone over today, but that's okay.
Sorry to Boundary Corner. We actually
Boundary Corner. If you want actual Hokie analysis, go to the
Boundary Corner right now. Those guys, they're
you're not going to hurt our feeling. If you want, NASCAR racing, gambling, bad music takes, and red hot dog questions. Oh, speaking of which, are the red hot dogs really that? Like Chris Arnold, I guess I'm directing this question directly at you. Am I supposed to really be excited about these red hot dogs? Like I've heard a lot about them. Is this something that I'm supposed to really?
Why are they red, Paul?
I don't know. Jeremy, I don't know. I am as lost in this whole thing as you are. But apparently, the hot dogs, the sausages, whatever they are, they're red, and apparently they're $2 a piece, and they're delicious, and people like they drive to Martinsville just for the hot dogs. This is again, I have no idea.
Soaking them in something. Okay, I have to know. Who knows? Who out there knows? I know one of y'all know.
Yeah,
Chris
Arnold knows. I know he does. They're naturally red. He says he's never touched one.
Red.
Oh, unnaturally red.
Chris Arnold, that is bullshit. I know good and well you've touched a lot of red hot dogs in your day.
Yeah, Chris Arnold, you've put some red hot dogs in your mouth before. Don't give me that. What does Chris say? I think it's cheaper, to be honest. Different casings. Okay. I don't like.
I bought some straight up cheap hot dogs in my day. They've never been that red.
I'm a little bit confused about this, honestly. There's a big part of me that wants to try it, but then there's also a big part of me that's terrified of it because I'm very much a traditionalist, right? I want my hot dogs to look like hot dogs. I want my hamburgers to taste like hamburgers. I don't want weird, funky shit in there. I'm not a fusion person. I'm not combining my hamburgers with my fucking Thai food. I want them separate. So I'm not really sure. I'm terrified about the red hot dogs. NASCAR is its own beast. Yes, it is. And we're not qualified to do a NASCAR podcast, by the way. This is just us rambling at this point. Jeremy, why did you mute your microphone? No, you muted your microphone. You're muted. I don't understand why you're muted.
Oh, my microphone went out for a second. Hold on.
Oh, I thought maybe Emily was yelling at you. We aren't doing anything political, Emily. We're okay.
We're good. No, it was for some reason my microphone went out on this. I imagine it's because Instagram disconnected and it was a whole thing as far as our live cast. They only let you go a certain amount of time, but also fuck Instagram. It ain't that great.
Insta chat, Snapgram, FaceTime. They're all fantastic.
Incredible. Also, we've had some great engagement on TikTok today. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Anybody got any questions or comments for us before we get out of here?
Any questions or comments for us?
Like on TikTok. Has anybody said anything on TikTok?
Oh, no, I've addressed anything that's come up. No, mostly TikTok users are in, out, but they stick around for a while and they watch. You got to understand.
In,
TikTok's
out, in, out. It's like
ADHD.
It's like when Marnie has sex, right? In, out, nap.
Yes, in, out, nap.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
All right, perfect.
That's the way Marnie does things. But no, you know what's so weird?
Marnie on the podcast.
You know what's hilarious is
what's that?
It's like when you were all like doing the drive, when you talked about like your bullshit segments, or when you talked about like next to nothing. Our viewer counts went up like all over the place when we just started bullshitting and talking about like music and everything.
Yes. It's so fucking weird. So fun story. When I first started doing the show, I was locked in. Like I was going to be the Mike Greenberg of Blacksburg, right? Like it was going to be analysis. We were going to talk sports all the time. Like we were going to have guests. It was going to be just boom, boom, boom. And then one day we started talking about Fortnite. And I'll be honest with you, I have played Fortnite a grand total of 2 times. I sucked at it. I stopped. It's terrible.
You're not missing anything.
I don't want to play Fortnite. But the comments on the text line was blowing up. Like I couldn't keep up with the comments on the text line. Brian Reed, my producer at the time, and J.W. Gravely, who has disappeared. He's somewhere in West Virginia, probably having sex with someone's cousin, maybe even his own. We're talking about Fortnite, and the text line was blowing up. And I was just like, y'all are tuning into a sports talk show, and Fortnite is what's got you tripping. Like, it just blew my mind. So,
that's because,
surprise me.
Hey, you have these shows. You got plenty of other places you can go to for in-depth sports analysis. Really, that was my epiphany, knowing the drive and actually listening to a lot of the other podcasts out there as far as Hokie podcasts, is you get attached to the people and the relationships and what you're doing. And that's what we wanted to do, was pretty much Jeremy and Paul's going to come in here because Paul's in Roanoke now. I don't get to see Paul every day like he used to. So now Paul's in Roanoke, and this is kind of how we hang out weekly. And we thought it'd be fun to bring it to everybody.
Absolutely. And
so we can shit talk each other in front of everyone.
Exactly. I mean, again, Chris Coleman, David Cunningham, Andy Bitter, Mike Barber, like the true journalists out there, like go to
Mike Barber. You included them. You included him on that list.
Like go to them. They've got the insight, like they've got the stats, the numbers. What we give you is the rock hard player of the game. We make boner jokes. We talk about crappy music like Dave Matthews and good music like Morgan Wallen.
You dick.
And what?
You dick. What was it?
My
dick grew its second leg with Jake.
Yeah, I don't understand that. My dick grew its... Yeah, I'm not... Chris, you might want to get that checked. Go see your doctor. Have him give you a prescription for cream. You can put it on there. It'll go away. Different Mike Barber, Chris. But yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. We should probably get out of here. Boundary Corner's been going for 15 minutes, and they're probably pissed.
You all go.
We have 7 of their viewers right now.
Yes, I'm very sorry we went over. Go watch Brian, Tally, Curtis, and Sheldon. Go watch them. They will give you way more insight into Hokies football than we ever will be able to, because we are just fans at this point. Those guys are actually really good.
Yeah. Check it out. We encourage you. This is the JV game. Yeah, they're the varsity game.
Yes. Yeah, they're the varsity game. We're here for entertainment purposes.
That's right.
But love you all. Thank you all for tuning in. You all have been great. This has been Blacksburg on the Rocks. Is it even playing? I can't even hear it right now.
It is.
Good. Okay. I'll see y'all.